Hey friends, welcome back to my weekly pregnancy updates where I just sit down, talk about what's going on in my body and in life, I guess, during my pregnancy, So here we are, we're back, and thanks for sticking in there with me, those who are following along and watching and being able to talk to you and stuff has been really fun. So this video is going to cover weeks 24 and 25. I'm a couple days into week 26 right now, I'm not going to lie to you, but we're not far off, so it's fine. It's fine, okay? So week 24, let's talk about that, shall we? Well, please. Week 24, I started going to the chiropractor, which was really nice. I'm going to go just once a week from here on out. Maybe towards the end I'll go more. But just, financially and blah, 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 I'm like, going 3 times seems like a lot, and found out that the one I'm going to, which I love, isn't under my insurance, so that was totally my bad. So anyway, I'm going once a week and accompanying that with doing yoga to keep, the alignment as set as possible. And yeah, it's been feeling really good to go, and I think it's important for getting things, in alignment. That's the point of a chiropractor, but for labor and delivery, I think having your hips and pelvic area in the right spot is what you need. So, okay. They say it's helpful, so I'm gonna do that. All right, what else in week 24? Oh, so I'm officially 6 months. I'm in my 6th month, and week 24 is when that started. So that was pretty crazy to finally say I'm 6 months pregnant, and now I'm like, it's not far off from being 7 months, really, when you think about it, which is really crazy. I can't think about it. So another thing that I started doing in week 24 was to not be on social media in bed. And I feel like that has been such a game changer and a really healthy habit that I've created that I want to stick to. So instead of being on social media, I'm still on my phone. So okay, I know that's not great, but my vice right now is solitaire. I'm a champion. I'm a world champion in solitaire. It has been so much fun to play, and now Clark is even playing it, and I just think it's healthier to do that, at least for me, than to be scrolling on social media. So that's what I've been doing. It's my new rule that I have for myself, because it's so easy to get in bed at night and just sit there and scroll and wake up in the morning and do that. So that's my rule, is that I can play solitaire or Words with Friends with my mom, but I'm not going to be on social media when I'm in bed. So yeah, it's been nice. Another thing I did during week 24 was take the Mama Natural free masterclass, and the algorithm knows I'm pregnant and all the things pop up, they're like, you need this and you need that. But I started listening to the Mama Natural podcast, and now all of her stuff pops up, and I really, really like her stuff, and I love her content. Her education's really good. Again, the podcast I've really been enjoying. They do a week by week. And even though they go week by week, within each of those weeks, it's still relevant stuff for your whole pregnancy or labor and delivery and that kind of stuff. So anyway, her free masterclass popped up on the gram, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And of course, she has a course and stuff like that you can do, which I'm undecided at this point what course I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do a birthing course. But I did that free masterclass. I think it was 45 minutes. I think I can find the link to it. I'll put it below if I can find it. But it was really, really good. So basically it's talking about natural mamas who want to go as natural as possible, potentially having an unmedicated birth, which is my plan. We'll see how that all goes. But it was really helpful, and I really did enjoy it. So I'll link that below if you guys are interested in that. It touches on mind, body, and spirit, and how each of those things are important for giving birth, and you can't not have one, you know what I mean? And the mental part of it is such a big part of it. So that's what I'm going to start working on, which I'll get into later. I might create a separate video that's going to be how I'm prepping for labor and delivery specifically, and maybe resources for you guys that have been helpful for me. I might do that. If you want to see that, let me know. Okay, moving into week 25. So my belly button has popped out. It's weird, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but a weird thing about me is that belly buttons, not anyone else's belly button, it's just my belly button, to touch it, it freaks me out so bad. I've never been a belly button person. I did get it pierced back in the day. why I did that, peer pressure, I don't know. I'll show you, because why not? See, it's kind of like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's popped out and it's weird, but I love it. Oh, okay, so red raspberry leaf tea. If you haven't heard about it before, it's really recommended in pregnancy for healthy pregnancy, but not in the first trimester, and they say to start in the second and third trimester. And basically what it does is it tones your uterus, getting you ready for labor and delivery. So, but you're not supposed to have it in the first trimester because it doesn't like start labor and delivery, but it just like, you know, like you're toning a muscle, like your uterus is a muscle. So it can be just kind of, I think, dangerous to do it early in your pregnancy. But again, I've read different things where it said second trimester, in third trimester you can start it. And then I saw something else that said don't start it until like 32 weeks or something like that. So I was like, okay, if I just have a normal amount, like I should be fine. So at 25 weeks, I'm like, actually I think it was 24 weeks, I'm gonna start doing the red raspberry leaf tea. And the one that I have, it's an organic tea, but it's mixed with like nettle and a couple other things, but it's for pregnancy. Like it's very clear, it says for pregnancy. So it wasn't even like all red raspberry leaf tea, it was mixed with other stuff. Anyway, so I was like, if I have this starting now, like at night, every day leading up to it, like that's what I want to do. And then into week 25, I had to stop the tea because I was feeling a lot of stuff going on in there. And I don't know if it was like bad or good, but I think I started getting Braxton Hicks, which I know is super common. So some people were like, oh, it sounds like round ligament pain, but I feel like I've had that before and that's not what this felt like. This felt like tiny little contractions, and I've never had a contraction before, so it's hard for me to even know what that feels like. But what I can imagine, like obviously nothing close to what it's going to be, but it felt like that whole kind of my uterus being like toned a little bit. And I was like, I'd go on a walk and I'd be like, I'm so crampy, like, oh my gosh. So anyway, long story short, I stopped the tea. I'm gonna wait until I'm probably 30, 31, 32 weeks to start it up again. And then I know that everything will be fine because it's a great tea. It's good for you, but I just think my body really, really reacted to it, which I think is probably gonna be a good thing, but I'm just gonna take some time off and have it, you know, next month. A book I'm reading right now is Supernatural Birth by Jackie Mize, which has been so good. I have gotten so much out of that book. I'm on just the last part of the book, and then I'm gonna have Clark read it too. And you know, it's a faith-based book, so talking about kind of what God says about childbirth and scripture to accompany that, and testimonies and things like that. If you're interested in that, definitely check it out. It's a beautiful book, and I'm like, I don't know, it just got me like so excited to have my baby, like the process of having my baby. I feel like it kind of helped to expand my faith and of what I want, and to get clear on what I want and that kind of stuff. So anyway, if that sounds like something that intrigues you, then check it out, Supernatural Birth by Jackie Mize. And then I started to get a little bit nauseous at night again for a few nights. I think I'm fine now, but like food still, I was just kind of like, not like the crazy aversions like I did have the first half of pregnancy, but it just still was like, I just can't. I don't know, it was really weird. And I didn't throw up or anything like that, but I was like pretty queasy for several nights, and I don't know. Eating late at night just hasn't served me well, and we typically eat later because Clark gets off work late, so I usually wait for him to eat, but maybe I should stop doing that. I don't know. And then the last thing for week 25 is we got the car seat and we got the stroller, and I'm so excited about it. We decided to go with the Nuna brand, and we got the Pippa Lite LX car seat, I think it is, yeah. And then we got the Tavo Next stroller. So there's so many decisions. It's overwhelming. So much research had to go into this, and Clark basically did all of that. I just couldn't do it. So I let that be in like his realm, and it really seemed to enjoy the process and was like, this is what we're gonna do. And I'm like, that's great. This is the color I want. Fantastic. It's light. Let's go. So I don't know if we'll like it or not, but we got it. So, but it's super cute. I'm really excited about it. And then very last thing is that we really started getting the nursery together. Things are definitely coming along, and kind of every week we're kind of just like slowly adding some stuff in. I'll do another video about that. That's just all about the nursery and stuff like that. So that's gonna wrap it up for weeks 24 and 25. And yeah, let me know if this is helpful, if you guys enjoy this stuff. If you are around the same time as me, let me know, or if you've been pregnant before, maybe how you felt around this time frame. And yeah, I'll see you next time for weeks 26 and 27, and then that's the last weekly video I'll do that will be in my second trimester, which is crazy, and then I'll have to do a second trimester update. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that too. Okay, fun. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.